Good morning, everyone, and it's Friday, my day, and welcome to the weekend. Right, I hope everyone has an awesome weekend, and I'm going to share with you what I've got. Right, from one seller, I purchased these, and you'll see why in a second. I purchased these, which are shaker frames, and I also purchased a Christmas tree. So you cut your aperture with your single, and then you cut a frame to layer on top. That's for if you're doing tags, cards, or even Christmas ornaments. Right, so what did I get to go with them? I got these, which are shaker domes. I am going to get them out in a minute. I got the smaller ones. I got lots of them. I actually got the catering size. So, I've got the big ones. I've got the small ones. What else have I got in here? I've got Christmas trees. If I get too close to my camera, I apologise. I got more Christmas trees because I figured, if I'm going to buy it, then I want to be able to use them for a long time. I got those stars. These are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous quality. I got more large ones. I got more stars. And I got more stars. And I got the medium-sized domes. And I'm going to show you the difference between those in a second. I've got more trees because of course it's Christmas, and more domes. Right, so I've got a huge pile on my desk and you probably can't tell what's what. So I've got large, I've got medium, and then down here I've got small. So I'm just going to open a couple of packages, and I'm going to leave just one of each thing on the desk, otherwise I'm going to confuse myself. So I'm just going to stuff everything back into the bag while I just leave one of everything out on the table. That's what I'm going to do. So I've got lots and lots of them because I want to be able to use my dies for quite a long time. Right, let's open these and let's have a look at the quality, because that's the important thing. Right, if you look at that, you'll see it looks misty and it looks scratched. Don't worry about that. Can you hear that? That, you can't even push that in. That is quite literally Christmas ornament quality. And if you look here, see that? It's got a cover on it that's going to keep it nice and shiny. And then underneath you've got exactly the same thing. So all you have to do is just catch it with your nail. See that bit there? That's your sticky for sticking it down. Isn't that gorgeous? And they are a great price. They really are a great price. Now I'm going to do my measurements because I do not know what the measurements are like on the site. So for my small one, I'm going to go from lip to lip here. It's 1 5/8 from edge to edge. So if we try to get the dome in there, let's see if we can measure that dome. Right, I'm going to say that that is 1 1/4 inches on the inside area. Just absolutely gorgeous. And then if I move those out of the way, you can see what the dies do. You see that? You've got all different sizes of circle, and what you would do there is you would cut the one that is just slightly smaller than the outside rim. There you go, and it's going to fit the dome. I am going to run off and do some die cutting to show you exactly what I mean. And then the stars, I'm going to get a star out. They are exactly the same. Look at that. I mean, I'm pushing on it. There's a little bit of flex in that, obviously, because it's got the arms on it, but it's just absolutely solid. Now, you can see it looks all scratched up again, but we're going to pay no attention to that because that is a piece that peels off. Now, I don't have any fingernails, but let's go in here just so that I can show you. That was quite easy actually. And there you go. Peels off and you've got your lovely smooth shiny star. Isn't that gorgeous? And there you can see that it fits within the frame that would go over the top, that would hide this one that cuts the aperture. So there's a little circle and there's your star. And then we've got a Christmas tree. Isn't that wonderful? I've already peeled that one. I just love them. You've got your sticky. This one I haven't peeled yet, but you could actually get this. Let's peel that one off. See how easy that is, and I haven't even got any fingernails. And if I put them back to back, they are a perfect match. So you could actually make a tag like that. Just peel your sticky off and stick sticky to sticky. In fact, let's make a mess and see if I can do that. I'm just moving some stuff out of the way. Right, what I've got here is some Dollar Tree faux snow in a Dollar Tree container. Now this is quite static. I was a bit nervous about doing that. I was thinking it was going to fly up to the camera lens, but I'm going to take a pinch and put it in there and see how that reacts. A little bit more. I mean, I bought extras, so I don't mind doing stuff like this. But of course, for cards, for making Christmas ornaments, whatever it is you want to do. So let's go mad and put a little bit more in there. Right, so I've got some Dollar Tree faux snow. I've got 2 Christmas trees. Now, this could be a disaster. I'm hoping that it works, but you know, it's Friday. So I am now going to peel off my sticky. There we go. So sticky tape is off. I'm hoping that no static draws that over. I've just peeled the sticky off that one, and let's see what happens. Right, I need to be able to put my fingers in there. I imagine that the adhesive on these is oh, you can manipulate it. You see, I've got the light against me, which means I can't really see. So if I try that again and try and marry it up, I'm hoping I did it. No, I'm a little bit out, but that's okay. But if you've got your piece of twine up there, which is what I should have done, you've got a great little dangly. You can put chocolates in there or anything. I wasn't that far off, actually. Maybe I'm a little bit off there. And I don't know if that will reopen. I mean, if you can reposition stuff like this, then, you know, then that's a... Oh, you can. So you could absolutely open that and get a piece of twine. So I'm going to do that. I'm just cutting a piece of twine. So I've got this, and this twine is from AliExpress, and I'm going to open that up again with my fingers and see if I can get it in. But you imagine you've got a bunch of chocolates standing there. Now obviously you're going to be tidier than me and you're going to have your light on. But how quick was that? Ooh, isn't that good? Oh, I like that. I don't even know if I just knocked my camera. Maybe I did. Who knows? But I just think those are awesome. And It really is the sort of like squishy thickness of one of those styrene ornaments. So you could put alcohol inks in there. You could decoupage vintage images, have a nice little bit of gold trim or rope around the edge. You could get really, really fancy with them, or just really simple, like a little bit of faux snow, a couple of Hershey Kisses. I'll try and measure the depth of the tree put together, and it's an inch high. So, you know, you could definitely get some little miniature chocolates into there. And you could put your faux snow in as well, just for fun. Oh, I just think those are awesome. And I've got the star. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up on Monday and do cards with a few of these, because I've peeled the backs off, and you know, I don't want them to get all dusty and what have you, so I might as well make a couple of Christmas cards. But that is the first part of my haul, and I'm seriously impressed because these are a brand name, and I can tell you that these are exactly the same quality. If I get one out, I'll show you. See, exactly the same quality, exactly the same kind of tape on there. If I pick that one up, see that? And they are both made in China, so probably in the same factory. So the quality is identical, except for the price. So you can see there, Fabrique en Chine, made in China. So exactly the same quality, doing exactly the same thing. I'm really, really impressed. Right, now trying to get my face back into the camera, and I'll just clear some of this out of the way. And I have some new dies from my lovely piggy store, and I've got some small items in here, and I'm trying not to lose them. Right, I've got this gorgeous little circle which says happy. Hold it that way around, and you can see that there. Just cuts it out really, really delicately. So I really love that. In fact, I don't even know if that would fit there. Yeah, it would kind of like mask that bit out. I'd probably have to go with a larger circle and pop it in. So I've got my happy. I've got my cute little camera. Little set of cameras, vintage style. And you've got a tiny little star there. So these are like for journal pages and putting next to photos and stuff. And the reason that I got this little happy is because I wanted it to go with this, which is birthday. And if I flip that over, you can see that. So I've got a happy and I've got a birthday. And I just thought that would look really nice on a slimline card or a larger card, because this is quite big. And if I get my ruler out, I can measure that. And that is 5 3/8. So, you know, it's going to fit a slimline card. And then I got myself another file holder, and this has got all the world's clocks on it, and it's got all the regions of the world, and I can't read backwards, I don't think, but I think that that says London, something, New York, Tokyo. So you've got like the country times and clocks there, and if you flip it over, you can see that it folds, and then it becomes a file hanger. And you have seen my other ones that I've purchased, so I got that. And while I'm thinking about it, I will measure. And that is taking it to the cut edge. That is 5 13/16. Yeah, that's confusing, isn't it? Almost 5 7/8. And then I got myself this gorgeous light bulb, which has got the heart-shaped filament inside of it. And I just think that's going to make a great, you know, just cut a piece of acetate, make a great shaker with it. I love that. And the size of that bulb is, get the ruler the right way around. It's getting a bit dark here. 2 3/4. So it's a great size. And this one I've been meaning to get for absolutely ages. And, you know, it's one of those things that just sat in my cart for quite a few months, but it is obviously a paper boat and a little anchor. but I just love it. And that is 3 3/16. But I just think it's really cute. And then I got myself a heart shape kind of branch twiggy thing. So you can add extra leaves and flowers and you can build yourself a little wreath using that. But I just thought it was really sweet. And if I go off at its widest points, I'm going to say it's 4 3/4 inches. But I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I got that one. And then I've got this really sweet tag set that can be layered up. So we've got stripes and heart, and then we've got a little heart. Because you can never really have enough tags. I mean, you know, if you love making little mini books and stuff like that, I'm going to say that's 2 inches. Then, you know, they're just always useful. And then I got these word strips. Now, these do completely cut out, and I will do these for Monday. And I can't actually read what it says on there at the moment, but there's all sorts of great things that it does say, like sunny days and things like that. Or, I don't know what that says. Cheers, you are the best, and happy day. And you can see where it kind of like cuts all the bits. So it cuts lots of tiny little strips and embosses the words in. So I'll do that for Monday. And then if you saw my my stamps that I did, where are they? There. I did a tutorial doing that one, and it layers up. Well, this is the ticket version. So the tickets will all layer up. So you've got the solid, you've got the frames, and then you've got a different style of frame if you want to. And I just love stuff like that. And the measurement on this one is cut line to cut line, 7 3/4 inches. So, you know, it's going to go the whole length of a journal page if you want it to. And then last but not least, and this is gorgeous, and that is a photo frame, Polaroid frame, and you've got the heart cut into it. So I just love that. I mean, you can do, you know, a great stamp in there. You can put a photograph in there. So you've got a plain frame and you've got a heart frame. And I will measure that. I kind of think these are like the original full-size ones. Do you remember those? You sit there blowing on them for ages, waiting for the picture to develop. That's 4 1/8. And then if I go across there, I'm doing the cut lines here. We are 4 5/15. But just really lovely. And then I've got all my other stuff as well. Just love it. So I'm going to have an exciting weekend, and I hope that you are. But I do thank you so much for joining me. Have an absolutely awesome weekend. And as usual, all links below. Bye.